Hi everybody, in this video we are going to discuss how to configure DHCP, DNS and web server in Packet Tracer. So this is a topology diagram, I am going to use it here. In this topology diagram, if you see, there are so many networks available. Okay, let us count how many networks available here. So this is the first network, network 1, you can follow the mouse. This is the first network, this is the second network, network 2, network 3, network 4, network 5, network 6 and network 7. So totally there are 7 different networks available in this topology diagram. Now in this you can see the server 1 and server 3. Okay, I am going to make this as a web servers. Okay, I am going to configure this as the web servers. Server 2 I am going to configure as DNS. Okay, DNS server. Then here we have server 0. The server 0 I am going to configure this as DHCP server. Okay, so what is the logic here? What we are going to do here means, so for the first network I am going to use the DHCP server to assign the IP address. So dynamic IP address we are going to configure here. In the second network here I am going to have a static IP address. So statically we are going to fix the IP address. Then this particular machine I want to make this as a DNS machine, okay, a DNS server, and this 2.1 I am going to configure as the web servers. Okay, web servers I am going to configure. So 3 things we are going to learn here: how to configure the DHCP server, how to configure a DNS server, how to configure the web server, and also we need the protocols here, that means the routing protocols. So RIP protocol I am going to use. So 4 different concepts we are going to merge together in a single lab. Okay, now first we will change the name of the servers. Okay, server 0. So this I want to make this as a DHCP. So let me give it as the DHCP, so for easy identification. And then this server I want to make this server as a DNS. So I am going to make this as a DNS server. Then this server is a web server. So I am going to give web server 1. Okay, so web server 1, and this machine I want to make this as a web server 2. Okay, web server 2. So I am just changing the name of the servers just for easy identification. Then the next step, very important step, is okay, IP address. You have to assign the IP address. So already we counted there are 7 networks available, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 networks available. So networks I am going to take it like this. For example, we can start from 10. So 10 network 10.0.0.0, then 20 network 20.0.0.0, 30 network, then 40 network, 50 network, 60 network and 70 network. So these are the networks I am going to use to assign. Okay, so starting from 10 to 70. Okay, so let us go for the first network. So that means this is I am going to take it as 10. So 10 network this is. Now, so first thing what we have to do means we have to configure the DHCP server. Okay, so using the DHCP server we can assign the IP address to all the machines. So I am going for the DHCP server first. Let me go to the desktop. For the DHCP server we have to fix a static IP address. Okay, I am going to fix a static IP address here. For example, 10.0.0.1 is IP address, subnet mask 255.0.0.0, then gateway. So gateway is IP address of our router. Okay, that means for the router, that means for this particular interface, fast Ethernet 0/0. So whatever the IP address you are giving here, so that is going to be the gateway for the whole network. Here let me take 10.0.0.10. okay, so I am taking this as a gateway. So this 10 we have to assign it to all the machines, okay, to all the host gateway. Okay, this is the gateway. Now, so I configure the IP address for DHCP server. 10.1 is IP address, 10.0.0.1 is IP address. So gateway is 10.0.0.10 is the gateway. Okay, now the next step is I want to enable the DHCP service here. So this is a server machine. So I want to enable the DHCP service. So I am going for the services. So in the services you can see there are a lot of services this server can do. HTTP, DHCP, DHCP v6, TFTP, DNS, syslog, AAA, NTP, email, FTP. So these are all the different services this server machines can provide. Now I want to take DHCP service. Okay, I want to enable the DHCP service. So I'm just going for the DHCP. Okay, so you can see the service is off. Okay, we can make it on later. Now already the name server pool is available. So we are going to create a pool here. Already by default the server pool is available. If you want you can change it, otherwise you can just use the same pool. I am going to change only here the default gateway. So default gateway I am going to have it as 10.0.0.10 is our default gateway. DNS server IP address. So now if you see, this is our DNS server. Okay, so this is the 10 network, 20 network, 30 network, 40 network. So in the 40 network I have the DNS machine. So let me make it 40.0.0.1. Okay, so that is going to be my DNS. The same IP address we have to fix for this machine, DNS machine. Okay, now starting IP address already 10.0.0.1 we have already assigned to our DHCP machine itself. Static IP address we fixed. So now let me start with 2, 10.0.0.2. So maximum number of users 512. If you want you can change it. Okay, and I am going to simply just save this configuration. So whatever the changes I have done, it is completely saved now. So your DHCP machine, you have to make the service on. So now this machine, that means the server is now ready to provide the DHCP service. Okay, now go to the PC 0, desktop, IP configuration. Okay, you can see the static and DHCP. So now I want to go for the DHCP. So if you click the DHCP, automatically the DHCP server, it is providing the IP address to you. So there are 4 steps available like DORA, DORA. So you might have heard about this in some about the DHCP, how it is working. So the first machine, okay, received the IP address from the DHCP server. So the same step I am going to do it for the second machine, second host. Go to the PC 1, go to the desktop, IP configuration, you can go for the DHCP. So for all the machines dynamically you can assign the IP address. I am repeating the same step for all the machines. So now completely we assign the IP address for all the machines in the first network, that means network 10. Okay, now the next step is we have to assign the IP address to the gateway. So this is fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Okay, so if you keep your mouse you can see the fast Ethernet 0 by 0, that is the name of the interface. Now so for fast Ethernet 0 by 0 IP address, we have to assign the IP address 10.0.0.10. Okay, now I am going for the configuration fast Ethernet 0 by 0. So the IP address is 10.0.0.10 is the IP address. Subnet mask, make port status on. So you are completely, that means the 10 network is completely ready. Okay, now let me go for the 20 network. So this is I am going to take it as 20 network. In the 20 network we have 2 PCs. Okay, so here we are completely going for the static configuration. Okay, we have to do now. So let me go to the PC 0, desktop, IP configuration, static. Now this is 20 network, so I make it 20.0.0.1 is IP address. Subnet mask 255.0.0.0 because it is class A. DHCP, so default gateway, let me give 20.0.0.10. Okay, so 10 is a default gateway I am going to fix. Then DNS server IP address. So the DNS server IP address, this IP address, that means 40.0.0.1. So this is a completely static IP configuration. Okay, we are not using the DHCP in this network, completely static configurations we are doing. Now let me go to the second machine. So for the second machine, desktop, IP configuration. So the IP address is 20.0.0.2 is IP address. Subnet mask 255.0.0.0. Default gateway it is 20.0.0.10 because default gateway is common for all the machines in the local area network there. So, the DNS machine, so DNS I am going to give 40.0.0.1. So, for the entire topology diagram, the DNS IP address is 40.0.0.1. Now, so the second machine is also ready. So, we have to assign the IP address for the gateway, that means in this place. So, this is fast Ethernet 1 by 0, okay, fast Ethernet 1 by 0. So, let me go to fast Ethernet 1 by 0. IP address is 20.0.0.10 is IP address, subnet mask 255.0.0.0 and then make the port status on. So, now completely the second network is also ready. Now, I am going for the third network, that means 30 network here. So, there is no host here, there is no PC here, but only it is a router to router. So, router to router, you can see this is a serial connection. So, definitely one end is going to be the DTE, the other end is going to be the DCE end. So, you have to assign the clock rate, okay. So, carefully you have to assign the clock rate and you have to assign the IP address also. Okay, let me see the name of the interface. You can see here, this is serial 2 by 0 clock rate and here it is serial 3 by 0, okay. This side 2 by 0, the other side it is 3 by 0. So, 2 by 0 is the clock rate, okay. We have to fix the clock rate for this interface. Now, let me go to, okay. So, let me go to the router. Serial 2 by 0 is the name of the interface. IP address, this is the 30 network. So, I am going to give the IP address 30.0.0.1 is IP address, subnet mask. So, clock rate here is 64,000 is the default clock rate, make port status on, okay. So, IP address assigned. So, go to the next interface, the next one is 3 by 0 here. So, go to the router, config 3 by 0 IP address. So, already we assigned 30.1. So, now I am going to give 30.2. So, 30.0.0.2 is IP address, subnet mask, then port status on, okay. So, 30 network is also ready now. So, the next step we have to go for the 40 network. We already decide 40.0.0.1 is IP address for the DNS machine. So, let me go to the DNS machine. So, desktop IP address. So, the IP address is 40.0.0.1 is the IP address, subnet mask 255.0.0.0, gateway. So, gateway for this network 40.0.0.10. So, let it be 10. So, this is the IP address you have to assign for your, okay, that means the interface in the router. Now, so DNS machine. So, this is the DNS machine. So, you can give the same IP address here or you can just leave it. No, there is no issues available. Okay. So, let me give it 40.0.0.1. The same machine is the DNS. Okay. So, the DNS machine is ready now. The next one we have to assign the IP address for this interface. So, this is fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Okay, fast Ethernet 0 by 0. So, let me go to the router, fast Ethernet 0 by 0 interface, IP address. So, IP address is 40.0.0.10 is IP address and then subnet mask 255.0.0.0 port status on. So, we completed 40 network. Now, so this is the 50 network. So, here we do not have any host, but router to router, only 2 IP address we are going to use here. So, this is going to be our 50 network. So, 50.1, 50.2 and you have to be very careful, okay, in fixing the clock rate. Okay. Now, I want to know the name of the interface. Okay, I am just going to keep my mouse here, the pointer, serial 2 by 0 clock rate. Okay. So, 2 by 0 with the clock rate and the other side it is serial 2 by 0. So, the other side is also 2 by 0. Okay. So, let me go to the router and then interface 2 by 0 IP address. So, IP address, this is the 50 network. So, 50.0.0.1, okay, this is the 50 network, subnet mask 255.0.0.0, make port status, clock rate. So, default clock rate, I am going to fix 64,000 is a default clock rate and make port status on. Okay. So, I fix the IP address for this particular interface. Now, the other end serial 2 by 0 here. So, So let me go to the router, config serial 2 by 0. So serial 2 by 0, the IP address is, okay, this is 50 network. So 50.0.0.2. Subnet mask 255.0.0.0, make port status on. So 50 network is also ready now. So let us go to the 60 network. So this is the 60 network and this is the 70 network. So 60 network, let me give the IP address here first. I am going to the web server, DHCP, okay, sorry, IP configuration. I am going to fix a static IP address here. So 60.0.0.1, okay, I am giving subnet mask, the default gateway 60.0.0.10, this is the IP address, we have to fix it for our router, that means for the gateway. Then the DNS IP address we already know, so 40.0.0.1, okay. So this is the IP address for our web server, for the web server. Now I want to fix the IP address for the router, that means for the gateway. So I have to know what is the name of the interface, fast ethernet 1 by 0, okay, fast ethernet 1 by 0. So let me go to fast ethernet 1 by 0 IP address. This is a 60 network, 60.0.0.10, okay. So this is the IP address for the gateway, subnet mask 255.0.0.0, make port status on. So we completed the 60 network also, it is over. Now the next step is I want to go for the last one, 70 network. So here I am going to use IP address 70.1, 70.0.0.1, okay, this is IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, so let it be 70.0.0.10. So this is IP address, we have to assign it for our router. Then the DNS IP address is 40.0.0.1 is the DNS IP address, okay. So we fix the IP address here. So let us go to the router. Now if you keep the mouse here, this is fast ethernet 0 by 0, okay, fast ethernet 0 by 0 is the interface. So go to fast ethernet 0 by 0, IP address is 70.0.0.10, okay, that is IP address, subnet mask 255.0.0.0, make port status on. So almost, okay, the IP address, all the IP addresses, okay, it is over. Now the next step is we need a routing protocol, okay. So without routing protocol this topology is not going to work, okay. So I am going to enable the RIP protocol, okay, enable the RIP protocol in all the machines. Now if you take router 0, there are 3 networks directly connected, 10 network is directly connected, 20 network is directly connected and 30 network is directly connected. So let me go to the router, okay, I am going for the routing, you can see the RIP or IP, routing information protocol. So in the RIP protocol I am going to enable 10.0.0.0, 10 network, because 10 network is directly connected, I am going to add it, okay, this is called advertisement, okay. Now second one is 20 network, 20 network is directly connected, then 30 network, so 30 network is directly connected here, okay. So 3 networks directly connected in this router, so 10, 20, 30. So these are the 3 things I added here. Now let me go to the next router. So in this router you can see the same 3 networks are directly connected here. So this is 10, 20, 30, 30, 40 and 50, okay, 30 network, 40 network and 50 network. So 3 networks directly connected in this case. So now let me go to the router, RIP, okay. So 30, 40, 50, 30.0.0.0 network, then 40 network 40.0.0.0, then 50 network, so 50.0.0.0. So these are the 3 networks directly connected with this router, router 1. Now let me go to the next router, the last router. You can see the same 3 networks directly connected here. So what are the networks means 50, 60 and 70, okay. So the same thing we are going to repeat it here. Go to the RIP. So here 50 network 50.0.0.0, okay, add it, 60 network, okay, then 70 network. So these are the 3 networks directly connected in this case. Now So routing protocol is now enabled, so you can give the ping command and we can check, okay, so whether it is working or not. So let me go to the PC 0 to check the connectivity. I am going for the command prompt. So from the PC 0 I am going to ping the last web server 2, okay. So the IP address of that web server is 70.0.0.1, okay. So let us see 70.0.0.1, yeah. So you can see you are getting the reply. So first time you are not getting the reply, requested timeout. So this is because of the ARP resolution, that means finding the MAC address of 70.0.0.1. so because of that process, first packet is dropped, but after that you are getting the reply. So that means logical connection is available between these two machines. But our concept is we are having the web server concept here and we have the DNS machine also, okay, the DNS machine. So I want to use this, okay, in our topology diagram. So let me go to the PC 0, okay. Before that let me go to the web server 1, then I am going to the services, okay. Now here what I am going to do means I am going to enable the HTTP service, okay. I am going to enable the HTTP services. So just I am going for the HTTP. Already HTTP is enabled here, you can see on. So HTTP and HTTPS, okay, both you can have. So let me have only HTTPS I am going to make it off. Now so this is a small HTML document or HTML program. You can do some small changes here so that you can see in the other machine, okay. For example, so welcome to Cisco Packet Tracer, okay, they are giving a header here HR. So welcome to Cisco Packet Tracer, so opening doors to the new opportunities, mind wide open, okay. There are something available here, okay. Just I am going to change this just to verify this only. So let me give welcome to server web server 1, okay. So web server 1 I am giving, okay, a message like this. This is a sample lab. So I am just giving my own words here because to check it. Now HTTP service is enabled here and we gave welcome to web server 1 sample lab, okay. So let me close this web server and the HTML page. So this web server I want to, okay, I want to access or I want to access here. So let me go to the PC 0. I am going to the web browser, okay. You can see the browser. So in the browser I am going to type the IP address, okay, the IP address of the web server 1, okay. What is IP address means? The IP address of this server is 60.1, this is 70.1 and this is 60.1. So now I am going to give 60.0.0.1, okay, directly in the browser. So instead of that means in the URL I am going to type the IP address directly 60.0.0.1. So now you can see here welcome to web server 1, okay, sample lab. So all the things available, it's coming. So that means this is now working as a web server, okay. So web service we enabled here, okay, HTTP service in fact, okay, we enable the HTTP service. So this machine is now working as a web server. I could access from this machine from PC 0. But now this is not the correct step, okay. So because every time you cannot remember the IP address, okay. So you need a name actually. So this is what the convention we are using in the real world, okay. For every website or a web server there is a name available, okay, facebook.com, gmail.com, google.com, okay, there is a name available. So by using the DNS they will convert this name into IP address, okay. That is the usual thing that we already know that. So I want to do in that same way. Instead of the name I want to give, instead of the IP address I want to give a name for this web server, okay. So now see, let us see how to do it. I am just going to this machine, I am going for the, okay, configuration, and you can change the name, okay. You can change the name of this particular machine, okay. We can change the name. Now I am changing the name, okay, the name of this particular web server I am going to change it. So for example you can see www, okay, site1.com, site1.com, Okay, so this is the name I am going to change it now. So let me close this. Now go to the PC 0. So let me go to the web browser. So in the web browser I am going to type the name www.site1.com. okay, I am giving the name instead of IP address, I am giving the name. So www.site1.com, if I type, okay, you can see I am not getting anything, there is no output. So there is no HTML content displayed here. So what is the reason means? So site1.com, okay, this is the name, okay, it is not the IP address. So it should be converted, okay, the name should be converted into IP address. So that is the function of the DNS machine. So now in the DNS machine we have to configure this. Okay, so let me go to the DNS machine. We have to create the records there. Okay, you can see the DNS. I want to configure the DNS now. Let me go to the services. Okay, you can see the DNS service. I am going to make the DNS service. It is off. I want to make this on. We can make it on later. Now you can see the name is www. This is adding the records. So www.site1. Okay, site1.com. Okay, this is the name of the site. So what is the IP address for this site means? The IP address of this site is 60.0.0.1 is the address. So now I want to add this, okay, as a record. Okay, it is now added as a record. So what is this means? www.site1.com. so the IP address is 60.1. okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to type here, okay, in the first machine PC 0, I am going to type here www.site1.com. okay, site1.com. so now you can see here, if I give this www.site1.com means, so now this machine is going to communicate with the DNS machine, okay, in the DNS. From the DNS, okay, that means the resolution DNS, okay, it is going to take the IP address of site1.com and then the packet will be sent. Okay, that is the steps. So now we can see site1.com I am giving, but it is not displaying. Let us see what is the mistake. So if you see here, okay, we didn't make the service on. Okay, so you have to make the DNS service on. I just make this on. So now you can see, so the topology will work now. So let me go to the PC 0 web browser. So in the web browser I am going to give www.site1.com. okay, I am giving. So now you can see we are getting the output. So we have to see this in the simulation mode. So if you see in the simulation mode, what will happen means, so first if you type www.site1.com means, so the packet will send to the DNS machine. Okay, first it will communicate with the DNS. So from the DNS machine, so what is the IP address for www.site1.com? So from here it will take the IP address. Then from PC 0, okay, a TCP connection will be established between the between the PC 0 and site 1. Then by using the HTML, okay, that means by using the HTTP protocol, okay, the HTML documents will be moved here. Okay, you can observe this in the simulation mode. So I am just going to the simulation mode. So I am going to edit filters. I am going to take, okay, what are the protocols I am going to take means, I am going to take only DHCP, okay, no need for DHCP, you can take for the DNS, then you can take the HTTP, okay, only two protocols if you take, it is enough for this. So DNS I am taking, I am just going to enable the DNS, then I am going to take the HTTP protocol, okay. So two protocols I am going to select now. So let us take the first machine. See here, I am going to the web browser. From the web browser I am going to type www.site1.com. okay, I am going to type here. So keep it like this, enter, then you can give the auto capture here. Okay, if you give the auto capture, you can see the packets, how the packets are moving. So this is going to be the DNS packet. So the DNS packet will go to the DNS machine to take the IP address, to find the IP address of www.site1.com. Okay, so the packet is going to the DNS machine. So from the DNS machine, okay, it is going to find the IP address of, okay, site1.com. Now the IP address of site1.com is given to PC 0. So after that a TCP connection will be established. So PC 0 now it is receiving the IP address, okay, of www.site1.com from the DNS machine. Then the next step is, okay, it is going to use the TCP protocol for establishing the connection, or directly it will start with the HTTP also. Okay, so HTTP protocol will be used now for moving the HTML documents, and finally you will get the web page here. So these are the steps. Now the same thing we can do it for the web server 2 also. So we can make the HTTP enabled here, the HTTP service. You can change the name of the web server, and then you have to enter these details in the DNS, okay, as the DNS record. So automatically your second web server also will be ready. So now you can see this, okay, now the HTML documents will be moved, okay, still in the browser, okay, you are not getting the website. Now once this packet reaches PC 0, you will get the web page. Now you can see this. Yes, so this is how the DNS, okay, the concept is working. Okay, so let me go to the next one, that means web server 2. I want to enable the HTTP service. So go to the HTTP. So let me just off HTTPS. I need only HTTP. Okay, if you want you can change this. Okay, the HTML code you can change it here. Okay, now I am going for the DNS machine. Okay, you can change the name also. Go to the config, you can change the name, and this is going to be www.site2.com. okay, I am going to give this as a site2.com. now you can go for the DNS machine. Okay, so in the DH services, okay, DNS, so here we have to add it, okay, as a record, www.site2.com. okay, so I am giving 2.com. so the IP address is 70.0.0.1 is IP address of that machine. Okay, you can add it. So 2 records I added here. So now let me check it here. So go to another PC2, go to the web browser. I am going to use okay, the URL I am going to type www.site2.com. okay, so now you can see you are getting the web page. So this is how to configure, okay, how to configure a DNS machine, okay, DHCP, then HTTP, okay, all these things in Packet Tracer. So in Packet Tracer it is very simple. It will help you to understand the concept, okay, how the DHCP is working, okay, how the DNS is working. So it will help you to understand the basic concepts, okay, but in the real time it is not like that. In the real time configuration is entirely different. Okay, so if you want to configure a DNS machine, means it is not like this. So entirely it is going to be a different concept, but how things are working. So what is DNS, what is DHCP, okay, what is a HTTP service. So these are all the things you can understand by using this topology diagram. Okay, thank you very much, keep watching.